What is up, you guys? Brooke here. If you all don't know little old me by now and what I like to do whenever I am writing, I sometimes prefer writing standing up versus sitting down. I usually will stand over there, see where Abby is here. Behind Abby is the balcony, and I will stand at my writing desk right there and write. But I haven't really been able to do that as of late because it's a little bit colder these days in the winter months. And so I haven't really been standing as I am writing lately, which I really miss. And now that we're starting to hopefully be in springtime mode where I'll be able to write outside again soon, with writing while standing up in my future, I am curious of what I am most productive with whenever I am writing. Am I more productive when I'm sitting down or when I'm standing up while getting the work done? I don't know. That is why we're here today. Pretty much how I'm gonna figure this out today is I'm gonna be doing a couple rounds of writing sessions where I'm standing and both sitting. So the first round of writing, I will be timing myself for 15 minutes to write standing up for 15 minutes. And then after that time is up, I will record the amount of words I had written, and then I will switch over to my computer over here. I will start the timer again for another 15 minutes, see how I do whenever it's all done. I will count up how much I wrote for that 15 minutes, and then I'll do round 2 of where I am doing another 15 minutes up, 15 minutes down. And then I'm gonna do that one more time. I wanna have it to where I'm getting myself a good amount of testing room here. I'll do another round of 15 up, 15 down, and then I'll record the word count again. But wait just there, I am not gonna be done just yet because I will do this another time on another day of where I will do all of this over again, do the 3 sessions up, 3 sessions down, keeping track of word count during each session. And by the way, each session this time will be 30 minutes. So 3 30 minutes standing, 3 30 minutes sitting on that day. And then after all that's done, I will do the math. Hopefully I do it right. And then I'll tally up the average word count I had gotten standing versus sitting. We'll do this together, we'll have some fun with it. And before we do get started with the rest of this video, go ahead and give me your prediction down below before you read any comments. Give a guess in a comment of what you think will be better for me. Do you think I will be more productive with word count standing, or do you think I'll be more productive with word count while sitting? Let's see how this goes. I'm excited for it. I need to go ahead and get outside and start some of these writing sessions before all of the light goes out of the sky. I'll most likely have to do the rest of my standing sessions of writing inside so that way you all can see everything. So yeah, I gotta get going. Let's start everything off with a standing writing session. Okay, so I have my timer right over here. If you all have not met Bro, this is Bro. I use Bro during my writing sprint live streams, and so Bro's gonna help me out today by keeping track of the time. I'm also charging my earbuds, so you might see me put them in here in just a bit. I wish I had them in right now because I always like to block out outside noise. And I have Bro set to 15 minutes and 8 seconds. I have 8 seconds just so that way I can kind of see myself getting situated back at my writing desk. Okay, so here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Yay! Okay, here we go. Apparently, whenever I put my earbuds in, my earbuds I didn't realize were still connected Bluetooth wise to my phone. So whenever I tried to turn these on, it turned my recording off. So great. So you all didn't get to see the very, very last bit of me writing outside. I think you just missed 5 minutes. Let me count up how many words I wrote. Okay, so I wrote for 292 words. So I don't know if I've said this already. Here, let me put this down. I don't know if I've already said this or not, but I am a pretty slow writer. I do not write typically fast, like at all. But 292 words, that's good for me for 15 minutes. So I will take it. That's my first round for a 15-minute session standing. So now I will be doing a 15-minute standing session at my desk. I couldn't show that off very well with holding this. Okay, so since I'm trying to be good with the numbers and such, I went ahead and wrote out this little thingamajig for day 1 of this experiment. So what I have here is standing, first round, 292 minutes. Yeah. She is cheering me on. So now I will be doing my first round of sitting, and this will be all under the 15-minute increment of writing session stuff. So, okay, are we good? I'm good. So let's get going in 3, 2, 1. Okay, I gotta go. Over, done. It's done. Okay, so let's see how much I wrote. There were some times of where I was jumping back and forth from my outline to see what I had put down in my outline earlier on, to see what I had written back then to know what to go about next in this scene that I'm writing. So I had to kind of go back and forth a little bit, but it's okay. I feel like I got still lots done. Wow, 295 words. That is pretty freaking close. To reiterate, the first round of standing, I wrote 292 words. This time, first round sitting, for all of 15 minutes each, I wrote 295. So now we'll see if there's gonna be any bigger difference between word counts for my next 15-minute writing session, which will be after dinner. I'm gonna do another 15 minutes standing and sitting after I'm done eating, so that way I'm not gonna be thinking about food, and that way Abby also is not gonna be thinking about food. She was meowing that entire writing session, so we'll see you in a bit. Okay, I'm back. All right, so it's round 2, or hold on, it's round 2 of the 15-minute writing up versus down sprints. So instead of writing standing up outside where it is now pitch black, I will be writing inside. I've actually never written anything standing up indoors before. I've always been outside whenever it's time for me to get writing done while standing at my standing desk here. So this will be different. And I kind of want to adjust the angle. Is this better? I think it is. I'm just being really picky by now. So I have my alarm set for another 15 minutes. And I also have 8 seconds on there just to be like getting like my mind set and ready and stuff. I think you guys know how I'm doing this by now. All right, so 15 minutes starts in 3, 2, 1. There, I forgot which button to push. Okay, it's going. We're good. Yay! Okay, so I've highlighted all of my words that I just wrote in that last 15 minutes here. I really feel like this was a good one. I really felt like I was on fire and things were just hitting me. So let's see if there was improvement from my last time, which was 292 whenever I was standing. So what do I have? 366. Yeah, buddy. That's awesome. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because I'm being shot right now and I'm not like being technically watched right now. I feel like during live streams, whenever I'm doing writing sprints with people, I feel like I won't be this on fire because I feel like the pressure's on knowing that I'm being watched. And even though the camera is watching me, there's not people who are live watching me, at least that I know of. So yay, this round was awesome, or the beginning of this round, because now I have more rounds to do over here. So let's transfer this over to the desk. Okay, so round 2 for the sitting portion of this. Okay, so starting in 3, 2, 1, a go. I'm not looking at the word count yet, but I don't feel like I did as good as whenever I was standing. I feel like it just wasn't as like this, but I was ending the chapter. But let's see how much I wrote. Okay, 317 words. The second round, I wrote 365 words standing and then 317 sitting. Round 2, it was a lot more of a bigger number gap. 365 minus 317. I don't want to do the math right now, but yeah, that's a little bit more of a difference there and stuff. So now let's do the final round, round 3 of standing versus sitting. Next, we shall do the standing. Okay, so last round of standing and doing this for 15 minutes. So 3, 2, 1. Let's go! I know I didn't do very well because I'm in the start of a beginning chapter, and so it took a little bit of getting going on this one. I did better than I thought. Cool! 328 words. Okay, I will take that because I thought I had like a shy of 300. So that's better than I thought it was going to be. So woohoo! The first round of standing versus sitting, the first round was my worst round. Maybe it was because I just started writing at that time. It was like that was my first writing session of the day. So I was getting back into the swing of it, I guess. I don't know. Because right now I feel like I'm doing really, really good and it's 10 freaking o'clock. But it's cool to know that I still have some ability to get some work done at this time of day. So yeah, I've got one more round of sitting writing to do, so let's head on over there. Dude, screw what I just said about like it being 10 and still having energy to write. I am so tired right now. While I was setting this up, I just started yawning like crazy. So I'm gonna aim to finish this 15 minutes here for this sit down version of sprint. Oh, see my bro? See how bro just popped up so elegantly? Bro doesn't have its stand. Isn't that crazy? The stand. No one ever sees bro without the stand. It's like naked right now or something. Okay, we're gonna start in 3, 2. Already started it. Oh gosh. Okay, bye. Real quick, if you're wondering why Taylor is on the screen over here, it's because I was listening to piano music from Evermore. So yeah, that's what I was doing music-wise during that round. This is still hard to get into this chapter because the outline that I had written before this book, there was a part of the outline where I was like, you know what, I think I'm gonna cut out this scene. And so the scene that I'm writing now, it takes place after that cut scene. And so I was trying to kind of fill in the gaps of going, okay, what all am I needing to have said here that will make up for that cut scene that was cut. So that made it a little bit of a challenge during this round here, but that's okay, because I got, I don't know if you can see the thing, 320. My goodness, this has been so weird of how closely tied everything is for me. So that last third round, standing up, I wrote 328 words, and then sitting down, I wrote 320 words. So I have been very, very, very close together during this whole entire experiment today with the standing and the sitting. So it's not looking like one is completely better than the other, really. So I will be doing this experiment again tomorrow, but I will be making the sprints longer. It's gonna be, I had wanted to do it where I was gonna be doing 30 minutes standing, 30 minutes sitting, just like the same format I am doing right now. But I think that's going to be really, really long to do. So what I think is I'm going to do one round of 30 minutes standing, 30 minutes sitting, and then a second and final round of 30 minutes standing, 30 minutes sitting. If I want to add in a third round to the 30-minute sprint stuff, then that's fine, I will. I guess it would be more helpful for getting an average of stuff, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. So far, there's not one that's better than the other, which I kind of like. It makes me feel better this way, so that way if I wasn't in the mood to stand and write, I don't have to feel like, but it's gonna be so much better. Because sometimes sitting is more comfortable, but then sometimes sitting is boring to where I want to be standing. I feel like I have a little bit different style with the writing or whatever. I don't know. But anyway, I will wrap this all up tomorrow with more rounds of this and stuff. So see you tomorrow. Alrighty then. It has been a few days since I have performed this experiment here, and it's time to go over the results. So the day after I was doing this experiment of all the sessions standing versus sitting, that was whenever I did the upping of the time of the writing sessions. So on the first day, I was doing 3 standing sessions that were 15 minutes long. Same thing with sitting, 3 sitting sessions at 15 minutes long as well. So the second day, I went ahead and did 2 writing sessions standing versus sitting, except those were for 30 minutes each. And I decided to not do 3 of those because that's a lot to do of trying to go back and forth all on a day after a work day. Even though the numbers are not too drastic, let me review this here for you. So since I had already kind of reviewed all of the numbers and stuff from that first day, the second day, whenever I was doing my standing writing sessions, the first standing writing session that was 30 minutes long, I had gotten 662 words. And then the second standing writing session, I got 601 words. And then now for the sitting. For the first sitting round at 30 minutes for a writing session, I got 599 words. And then the second sitting session round, I got 621 words. I was really curious on the 30-minute writing sessions, because whenever you're writing for 30 minutes, you're getting a little bit more... what's it called? Not antsy. Yeah, I was about to say angsty, but it's antsy. So seeing the outcomes for the 30-minute sessions, standing versus sitting, was really interesting to see. So now, because now you all know the numbers now of what I had gotten for all of the rounds of sessions, standing and sitting, for either 15 minutes or 30 minutes, I'll tell you this. For the average amount of words written for the 15 minutes standing sessions, the average number of words written is 328.3 versus the sitting, which was an average of 310.6 words written. Not too dramatically different or anything like that, but hey, seeing a little bit of a boost towards the standing is interesting to note. And then for the 30-minute writing session, sitting versus standing day, the average amount for standing was 631.5 words written. That was the average. Versus sitting, which comes to an average of 610 words written. So yeah, you can definitely tell that standing I am more productive in. It's not so like that for sure. Hits it out of the park. I am more productive standing up. It's not so much that, but it is nice to know that I am writing more whenever I am standing. And I've always thought that's what it was gonna be, because whenever you're standing, I feel like I'm not as lazy and comfortable. I kind of keep more focused on the writing because that's what I am there standing to do. Whereas whenever I am sitting, I kind of get more chillaxed and laid back whenever I'm writing. I get more comfortable. Let me know if if you guys can relate or if you stand while you write because you also feel more productive this way. But yeah, let me know what you thought of this experiment. If you had thought correct and thought standing was gonna be more productive than sitting, I thought that was gonna be the case. I was correct, so pat on the back for Brooklyn. And real quick before you go, I wanted to thank my patrons for supporting me over on Patreon. I'm trying to have it to where every month I shout out the new patrons that have joined my Patreon. And since I started Patreon last month, let's go ahead and shout out all the people who are new to my Patreon. Thank you so much to Carrie B, Crow's Talons, Kate Kavanaugh, Storytelling Mitt and Sophie, Kat McCardle, Elizabeth Falk, Jess, Sarah Connolly, Leona Chrisman, Candace Floyd, Nicole Wallace, Steffi Faye, Cheryl Rundle, Ruth Ruse, Casey Thornsberry, Marin M, Christina Creech, Elizabeth Duvenvoord, Christy Umberger, Amy Thaxton, Becca C. Smith, Megan Plank Gibbs, Chris Ann, Kate Wetton, Leanne Fox, Joey Cron, Zalia, Alex LaFrey, Amanda Fieser, Kate McLaughlin, Nicole Rodriguez, Lauren Amanda, James Brown, and Sarah D. Thank you everyone for supporting me on Patreon. I've been loving Patreon so far, especially since we're going to be having our next Patreon live stream coming up this month. I'm going to be posting the vote for which day we are going to be doing our Patreon live stream. It's always going to be on a weekend day. I'm wanting it to be always on weekend days whenever we do the Patreon live stream. And feel free to give me a big like down below because I would really appreciate it. And also, don't forget to subscribe because I post writing related content every week here. And thank you all so much for stopping by today, and may the words be with you. Bye!